I'm 23 years old, an introvert, and I live alone. And little by little, I am starting to realize many, many things about life, about myself, about what it truly means to live. And here is the question that changed everything forever. Let's talk for a moment, just you and me. I need to ask you this same question, and I want you to really think about it. Don't just read it, feel it, reflect on it, and let it echo inside you. Why not you? Yes, I know, this is a heavy question. Maybe it's not the first time you've heard it, but I need you to truly reflect on it for a minute. Let's be honest. How many times have you looked around and thought, that could never be me, when you saw someone doing exactly what you've always wanted to do? How many times have you watched from afar, believing that success, fulfillment, and happiness were for others, but not for you? Does that sound familiar? You see people chasing their dreams, taking big steps, and here you are, standing on the sidelines, thinking, good for them, but I'm not ready. That's not my life. Or maybe you say, they got lucky. It's different for them. I don't have the same opportunities, and without even realizing it, you've created this story in your mind that somehow they deserve it more than you do. But I'll ask again, why not you? Seriously, why do you think that? What makes you believe that you can't? Why are you holding yourself back? I get it, I really do. You have your reasons. We all do. You tell yourself, I don't have enough experience yet. Or, I'm not confident enough to try. Or maybe, I don't know the right people. I don't have connections. Whatever the reason, the excuses are endless. And do you know how I know that? Because you've been telling yourself the same ones for years. You've been convincing yourself that it's not the right time yet, that you're not ready, that you need to wait just a little longer. But what if that little longer turns into a lifetime? What if you never feel completely ready? The truth is, no one ever feels fully prepared. Do you think all the people you admire had everything figured out when they started? No. They were just as uncertain as you are now. They weren't 100% confident, and they definitely didn't have all the answers. So what was the difference? They started anyway. They moved forward despite the doubts, the fear, the what-ifs. Because here's the truth. They didn't wait for confidence. They built it. And that only happens when you take the first step. Action creates readiness, not the other way around. You don't wait until you feel ready. You simply move forward, and the rest falls into place. You stumble, you learn, you adjust, but you keep going. You transform along the way. And when you look back, you realize that the only thing you ever really needed was to start. So, I'll ask you one more time, why not you? I know this feels scary. You might be thinking, but it's not that easy for me. And hey, you're right, it's not easy. If it were, everyone would be out there living their dream life. But let's be honest for a second, what's the alternative? Staying still, watching others try while you keep telling yourself, maybe one day. But tell me something, what if that day never comes? What if you keep waiting and waiting, and suddenly years have passed and you're still in the same place? That would be awful, wouldn't it? You'd look back and see all the opportunities you let slip away, all the moments when you could have stepped forward, but instead you chose the comfort of inaction. Do you really want to carry that regret? So I ask you again, why not you? I know what you're thinking. You're probably afraid of failing, right? Maybe you're scared of looking foolish, or even worse, afraid of what people will say. Yes, the fear of failure is real. I won't tell you it isn't, but do you know what's worse than failing? Never even trying. Think about it. Everyone fails. Every single person. The ones you admire, they have failed, and probably more times than you can imagine. But here's the thing about failure. It's just part of the process. Every time you fail, you learn, you grow stronger, you understand things better. So, failure isn't the enemy here. It's just another step along the way. The only thing that can truly stop your growth is the fear of starting. Now, I know there's another big fear lingering in your mind. What will people think? Am I right? You're afraid of being judged, of people whispering behind your back saying, "Who does she think she is?" or "He's not cut out for this." But let me tell you a truth. Most people aren't even thinking about you. I know that might sound harsh, but it's the reality. People are so caught up in their own lives, their own struggles, that they don't have time to analyze your every move. And those who do have something negative to say, they're probably not out there chasing their own dreams. So why are you letting their opinions stop you? Why are you giving them that power? Look, I know you've probably convinced yourself that you're just waiting for the right moment. I know this excuse all too well. I'll start when I have more money. As soon as things settle down at work, after this busy phase is over. But you and I both know something, don't we? The perfect moment doesn't exist. It never has. Life doesn't slow down. There will always be something in the way. Always. So waiting for the right time is just another way of keeping yourself stuck. Want to know the truth? The right moment is now. In the middle of chaos, uncertainty, and struggles, now is the time to take the leap. Because if you keep waiting for perfection, you'll be waiting forever. The world won't stop, so you can get ready. The years will pass, and the only difference between those who achieve and those who just dream is the courage to act despite the fear. So, I ask you again, why not you? Why not take the leap? Why not be the one who goes after it, even when everything feels messy or uncertain? Why not take the risk? The perfect moment won't just fall into your lap. The ideal opportunity won't simply appear. You have to create it. And maybe, just maybe, what you've been looking for is waiting on the other side of this first step. I know it's scary, but here's the thing. The most incredible things happen on the other side of fear. And honestly, you've been holding yourself back for too long. You've been telling yourself the same old story, replaying the same doubts over and over again. But it's time to change that narrative. To ask yourself the question you've been avoiding. Why not me? Why not be the one who steps forward? Why not finally go after it? Because seriously, what's stopping you? Here's the truth. You have something to offer that no one else does. Your unique voice, your perspective, your talents, all of it matters. And the world needs what you have to give. More than that, you deserve to see what's possible when you stop asking what if and start asking why not. So I'll leave you with this. Stop waiting. Stop letting fear make your decisions. The world needs what you have to offer, and you deserve to go after it. Now go out there and show them exactly what you're made of.